What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video guys, I will show you the latest news directly related to our story. I will show you how we fight against the wrongdoers and what results do we have at this moment. I will show you an update in regards to the upcoming major lawsuit from Mark Basile. On top of that, I will show you the process, how other countries are fighting against this illegal activity, and what experience can we use in order to fight against the illegal activity on the US stock market. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons. I have several of them who join my Patreon account. For about $5 a month, these people are supporting my channel. And huge shout out to all of you guys. It is very important to see this support. So, and let's start with the news itself. You know that Don Fizz just recently came back to the Capitol Hill, and he added this tweet just 18 hours ago. And we're off. And here's Don Fizz himself, and here's Jen Capella. And Jen Capella made this tweet. This was my view from most of the day. 10 steps behind Richie, running to catch up. Today I had the privilege of seeing the master at work. MMTLP community, I cannot tell you how truly blessed we are to have Richie fighting for us. To see him tell our story is amazing. And yes, I think Richie is a real gem of our community, because he meets in person with a lot of Congress members in order to push our case forward. And he is extremely active. And by the way, guys, we can be active as well. And if you want to push our case forward, feel free to read this entire tweet that was written by Junk Savvy with a ton of helpful links and information. She wrote this: helpful links and videos at your fingertips. Add a little flavor to your posts. Send to your reps. Send to media. Send to state agencies, security divisions and consumer protection agency. Did I forget something? Please add links in the chat below. And the links are following: MMTLP Studio Collusion, MMTLP Studio Revolution. This is a couple of videos. Then John Burda's interview. Next one, this summary, Huckleberry Halt summary in regards to our story. Jeff Mendel's interview, where he mentioned about the deadline, he mentioned about the last trading day of MMTLP shares. Ralph Norman questions to Gary Gensler in regards to MMTLP. Next one, Senator Mike Crappa questions to Gary Gensler in regards to our case as well. Then, amazing video that was made by RareDD, and that was published just recently. Next one, Ralph Norman's interview with Charles Payne. Next one, Hester Pierce interview on Charles Payne channel. Next one, The Wall Street Conspiracy by Christina Copperland. Next, the MMTLP impact video from Crucial Mix. Then, the interview of Due Diligence that was made by Laura Loomer. NTD Ameritrade storage facility in fire after investigation announcement. So, I think these links might describe the entire MMTLP saga, and if you add to your letters to Congress members, if you spread this information all across the internet, we will have more exposure on this case, and eventually it will help us to win this battle. Guys, for now, I have to admit that some people are still trying to push our case down, and definitely you know that one of them is Charles Gasparina. Recently, he made an article that was published on Wall Street Journal, and this article was also demolished by community members. And I have to admit that Charles Gasparina is quite a clever person. He acts in order to achieve his results, and he uses a part of a truth, but he doesn't tell you the 100% of information. And for example, he refers to this press release that was published by Metamaterials on December the 7th, and he doesn't add any more information that was published before this date and after this date by FINRA and by Metamaterials itself. And you know that just recently RareDD made an amazing video where he explains the most recent update in regards to our case. And he made another very clever step. He made a shorter video based on the information that was disclosed in his major video, where he explains just a part of the story. And the most recent one, as you can see, the most recent video was added 11 hours ago to his channel, Joshua W, and it's titled MMTLP, FINRA's Deception and Gasparina's Folly. In this video, RareDD explains in details all the gibberish that happened back in November and December of 2022 in regards to the corporate actions, in regard to the mess with the dates, with the actions that should have been taken in order to make this spin-off. And unfortunately, Charles Gasparina doesn't want to admit that he's spreading a misleading information, because we have a lot of facts that are pointing to the issues that was created by FINRA and by authorities in general. Let me show you this tweet. RareDD wrote this. There appears to be two extremes. On one end, manipulation is always to blame, and the other end, there is no manipulation. When FINRA suspects manipulation, bullshits, but continues with the corporate action, ignoring and breaking their own rules in the process. Come on. And guys, he's talking about the FOIA letters that directly explained that FINRA was aware of the MMTLP situation, and they knew about the problems that potentially might happen with the spin-off. But at the same time, they issued next corporate action. They didn't allow MMAT to revise this corporate action. And then they halted the trades on MMTLP, and then they deleted this symbol. So I think it is more than enough to prove that Charles Gasparina is wrong in his statements. But at the same time, I want to add even more. So, Happy and Positive wrote this tweet. Mr. Gasparina, if it is all in the imaginations of retail investors, can you tell me why FINRA and SEC and Congress are all meeting up with NextBridge Hydrocarbons to fix things? On top of that, guys, I want to add that based on Charles Gasparina evidence, all of these people, all of the 74 Congress members who signed the open letter that was prepared by Ralph Norman's office, they are all wrong, and they don't know anything about the stock market in general, and they don't know anything about MMTLP saga. So, how it is even possible that more than 74 Congress members are dumber than one so-called journalist who is trying to push our case down? It doesn't make sense. So guys, let's move forward. You know that I told you this a couple of times, that Mark Basile is preparing a new major lawsuit that will include all the latest updates in regards to our case. And again, just a couple of days ago, he wrote this tweet. I will save all the rest of these discussions for judge in the upcoming suit. And basically he admits that this lawsuit is in the stage of preparation. So, next update in regards to the transferring shares to AST. Junk Savvy wrote this tweet 19 hours ago. Sweden-based broker Avanza opens transfer window for your MMTLP and NextBridge Hydrocarbon shares. See thread below for more information. Deadline is March 20th, 2024. Fee is $25 for transfer. Thank you, Alderberg, for the information. And here you can see this detailed explanation what you should do if your broker-dealer where you store your MMTLP shares is Sweden-based Avanza. And I think it is another good sign that more broker-dealers allow to transfer shares to AST if you want to do it. So, the next update that is directly related to Richard Hofman's arbitration. And he posted this tweet 13 hours ago. Based on how arbitration proceedings are being conducted, I have notified FINRA that I refuse to pay for the sham proceedings and will file a lawsuit over the cost issue by showing it is a sham if required. We'll keep you posted. And guys, you know that Richard Hofman is in the process of arbitration against Fidelity. And he pays a lot of money in order to file this case. He pays, I think, several $1,000s in order to receive some results. But at the same time, the panel of arbiters are stonewalling all the efforts that Richard is trying to act, and they do it without any explanation. They just make a decision and that's it. And guys, Richard Hofman in his arbitration also pointed to the problem that this arbitration basically is against fidelity, but it is under the regulation rules of FINRA. And FINRA is a potential counterparty in Richard Hofman's case, because this arbitration was basically a result of a lawsuit that Richard Hofman filed against FINRA. And this is the pure evidence that FINRA has a conflict of interest. So, and Richard files all the updates in regards to this arbitration with the federal court. That's why he has all the data to sue them. And we will see how this problem will be resolved. And I highly suggest you to follow his Twitter account and to subscribe to his YouTube channel, Not Legal Advice, KNOT. And let's move forward. So here you can see the tweet that was made by Stephanie 22 hours ago. And she wrote, "These criminals are so arrogant and know they won't be held accountable yet. Ken Griffin doesn't mind telling the truth here, just not in front of Congress." And she refers to the tweet that was made by Dystopia News on December the 8th of 2023. And here you can see the interview of Ken Griffin. He is a CEO of Citadel, and you know that Citadel is the major market maker who potentially might be involved in this process of naked shorting. And he said this, it is a direct speech of Ken Griffin. "Markets are efficient because of active managers setting the prices of securities, trying to drive the value of companies towards where we think they should be valued." So I think this statement alone might be the reason of investigation of his activity and the activity of Citadel Securities. But we still don't have any actions from authorities and from FBI, from DOJ, from anybody. That is why, guys, our case needs to be pushed forward. So let me show you another quite interesting update from Anna Trades. She reposted the tweet that was made by Susan Trimbath just 10 hours ago. She wrote, "As a city finds bona fide market maker as a dealer who holds themselves out as being willing to make a market. The bar is too low." And it is quite ridiculous. She added this screenshot that proves her words. But at the same time, we have this gibberish on the US stock market. And at the same time, we have this news from, for example, India and Thailand. And let me quote you this. India's financial regulators release stress test data on Friday after seeing signs of manipulation. So they fight against these manipulations, and we have all the evidence of this activity. On top of that, Thailand's financial regulators issue new short selling rules. They also made a new set of news that are much stricter than the previous ones in order to prevent their stock markets of these illegal market makers who shorted their stocks. And that is why, guys, we have to push our case forward and we have to solve this entire saga in our favor in order to be able to trade on a fair markets. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Basile Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, You can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gone live it up on the attack.